Greetings. In today's tutorial, we're going to go over creating a clickable image activity type. And we're going to start, as we do with all activity types, in our user interface. And remember to pop into the folder where you want this activity to be stored. You could always move it later, but you'll save yourself a couple of steps. And then go up here to the blue button, that is plus an activity. And we're going to move along the top here and click on Clickable Image. In the title bar, this is where you're going to put the question or the prompt that you want to give to your participants. In this case, how do you feel on a scale of Carl? And you'll see what that means in just a minute. And then you can upload your own image or use one of these baked in ones here. But in this example, we're going to upload our own image. So we're going to click Upload Your Image. I'm going to use this image right here. I'll click on it and then go down to the right and click Open. Now you can see here I've built these 9 squares. I built this in PowerPoint, but what we're going to do is create zones for each of these images so that as people click in those, we'll be able to tally how many clicks are in any particular zone. To do that, we can click on this image here and you can see this gray A box appear. If we double click on that, that will allow us to adjust the size of this box. And you can see over here on the right hand side, it says Region 1. Now we'll just sort of make that sort of fill the box on where we would want people to respond, and we can click on the next box. And here we'll get a second zone on the right hand side, and we can make this box sort of fit that second square. And again, we can continue through this whole process. And through the magic of video, I'm going to make this look really fast. And there we are. You can also edit these regions if you wanted to. Now where this would be helpful is when you run a report at the end of this, you could see how many people responded to a particular prompt. So if it made more sense to have a title to that, you could add that in just by typing into this box here. And there we are. We've created all of our zones and we labeled all those zones. And then what we'll do is just kind of go down here to the bottom and click Create. And you can see right here what it's going to look like in that Poll Everywhere slide. And you can see here, since we created each of those zones, we'd be able to see how many people clicked into a particular zone. And then one thing that I always like to do on my slides is go up into my visual settings, go to Total Results, and click Show on Chart. And click Save. And what that'll do is add this total results box down here at the bottom so that as people click into here, I can see if most of my participants have made a response and then be able to move on to a next question. And then just to double check yourself, you can go up here to Test, go to Activate, and you can notice here on the right, the image will appear in the application and we can choose one. And you look down here at the bottom, that changed to a 1, and you see that green flag that appeared on the screen. And that's essentially it. We'll deactivate our slide so that it's quiet in our Poll Everywhere application, and then go back to our activity folder, and we can see here, how do you feel on a scale of Carl is ready for us to present. Be well and have a great day.